Hello, and welcome to the Heroes of the Storm Extended Tutorial, as I'm calling it. It's to go over some things that are very important to knowing how to play this game effectively that weren't really covered in the game's tutorial proper. It'll also go over differences between this and pretty much every other MOBA in the genre, for those of you who are a bit curious.
Anytime you're ready.
We're going with Raynor because he was the tutorial hero, and you won't have to see crazy new abilities in action. This is not the most ideal map for demonstrating, but see, this screen tells you the objectives of the map you are on. In all cases, the objectives are important. You cannot simply ignore them, though exactly how you handle them depends on the map.
Choose a talent.
The tutorial didn't show you talents. You have multiple talent choices every few levels.
The battle begins in 30 seconds.
With Raynor here, we are just going to go with the standard cause damage more, because we're going to keep this simple. We have one of the vision gathering things here.
10 seconds.
3 lanes, though on Blackheart's Bay, the the middle and upper lane are rather close, while the bottom lane is heavily distant.
Let the battle begin.
I am going to wait until the AI figures out where it's going, and okay, they are sending people to the top and mid lanes. As Raynor commented in the tutorial, it's important to have someone covering all the lanes, but he didn't explicitly go into why. Obviously, killing enemy minions gains you experience. More to the point, experience is only gained when there is a hero nearby to collect it.
Right on. You ain't feeling effective.
Unlike most MOBAs, there is no last hitting. It doesn't matter what deals the final blow. Though it is a good idea to kill the lowest health minions first, because it is one less thing to attack your minions.
Fill 'em full of daylight.
This map's objective has begun. Chests have spawned full of golden doubloons. You attack the chests to make them unleash their doubloons, which you then pay to the undead pirate.
Enemy slain.
These chests do not take damage from anything besides normal automatic attacks, and they only take 1 damage from them, no matter what. So even someone like Abathur, who should never really be in combat,
This should be good.
can still take down a chest at the same speed as anyone else. The wizard minion that spawns in the middle of all of the lanes, or minion waves, is the one who drops the regeneration orb every time.
Choose a talent.
It's not random.
Raiders roll.
Here we have another set of talents based on the hero,
An
of
enemy has
course.
been slain.
I am going with Vampiric Assault. This causes Raynor to heal for a percentage of the auto-attack damage he
An
deals.
enemy has been slain.
It's commonly referred to as lifesteal.
Whoever's clever. Thanks for the pick-me-up.
At this point, there is no one on our team covering the middle lane. So even if those creeps die, watch them here, no EXP appears, because no one is nearby to collect it. Once Tychus wanders up, they begin giving experience
Enemy
again.
slain.
It is very important to ensure that your team collects this experience, especially
Enemy
early
has
on.
been slain.
It may be tempting to take all of your teammates and group up into a roving death ball, but even if you manage to secure a large number of kills this way, if you're not covering the lanes, and the enemy team
enemy
is,
has been
they
slain.
can and will still outlevel you.
Choose a talent. Enemy slain.
It is a very important thing to keep in mind, and a mistake I've seen far too many people make.
You can count on me.
And since they've turned in their coins, I may as well turn in mine. You just right-click on him to turn in your coins. It displays how many coins a particular hero is carrying next to their name. This is 5. It is going to make it 10 out of 10. And now, the map objective activates. That counter is the number of cannonballs that are going to be fired at the enemy's ship. At least I thought it was. Yes, it is. It's just weird. It's not a countdown until he stops firing, though it is similar. Also note that he will have a big bullseye on any structure he is going to target, and if anything is standing in the bullseye, even besides the structures, they will take a lot of damage. If Blackheart is targeting your side, you do not want to be standing in the circles. Another important factor they don't mention is turret ammunition. Every time a turret attacks something, it uses 1 ammo. You can tell how much ammo it has by the little dots over top. They replenish over time, and when they are out, they have this no bombs icon over top. When there is no ammo in a turret, it will not attack. This means that despite it being dangerous to approach a turret without minion cover normally, you are free to do whatever you want to them when they have no ammunition. For this reason, heroes who can create minions, such as the Witch Doctor, can push down forts very quickly because they can deplete ammunition faster than it normally would, giving them unparalleled rain to just shoot it. We've been level 10 and now 11 for a while, which means we have ultimates.
A talent.
While they only talk about Rainer's Hyperion in the game tutorial, every hero has a choice of 2. His other ult option is Rainer's Raiders. It calls down a pair of Banshees. They will just kind of follow him and attack what he attacks.
Rain down hell on my target.
They are buffed by his ability, and while the Hyperion is a very powerful AoE ability, the Banshees are a focus fire ability, allowing him to burn down a single target effectively. They are currently heavily underwhelming and not really worth using compared to the Hyperion, but that is a completely different issue. It doesn't change the fact that he does in fact have 2 different ultimates like every other hero. Anything else of importance? Ah yes, mercenaries. They tell you how to capture mercenary camps in the tutorial, but they don't
mind if I do.
really go into detail on it, aside from kill them. I'm going to demonstrate the Siege Giants. Watch Rainer's feet.
Fill 'em full of daylight.
It's not appearing here.
Looks like you can use some muscle.
More to the point, they are firing those at where Rainer is standing at the moment. You never have to take damage from a Siege Giant's attack. This applies both to mercenary form and when they're walking down the lane. Their attacks are not targeted, they are fired at, they're not homing, they are fired at the location where their target was standing when they fired them. So if you see them fire, then simply move immediately to the left or right, and they will not hit you. It is a very important skill to learn for capturing mercenary camps by yourself early on.
Enemy slain.
Bad Muradin. No paying the pirates.
Rain down hell on my pocket. Give 'em some pepper.
Why aren't they
Enemy
attacking?
slain.
Raiders roll. Headshot.
Well, just
An
ignore
enemy has
the
been
lack of
slain.
Banshees doing anything. Now on to the night camp. The night camp is probably the most useful camp for the mid to late game. It consists of 4 mobs, 3 knights, and 1, as they call it, a sorcerer.
Whatever's clever. Give 'em some pepper.
When attacking them, the sorcerer
An enemy has been
will throw up
slain.
a shield on his various allies, making it very hard to actually kill them.
An enemy has been slain.
You need to kill the sorcerer first, so he will no longer shield his allies.
Got something special for you.
There is no trick to avoiding their attacks
Choose a
like there
talent.
is with the giants. Just kill the sorcerer first.
An enemy has been slain.
In
An enemy has
mercenary
been slain.
mode, the sorcerer now provides an aura to everyone near it, indicated by that little fist icon overhead, that makes them attack faster. This means that with a minion wave, they will
An
push
enemy
down
has been
lanes
slain.
very effectively,
Choose a
especially
talent.
combined with their potent knights.
Right on.
Lastly, is the Grave Golem.
An enemy has been slain.
He's the centerpiece of the Haunted Mines map, but he appears on all of them. He will generally melee you, and that cannot be avoided, but he has 2 abilities that can.
You ain't feeling attacked.
When he raises his fist, he's about to slam the ground, as indicated by a green circle. If you are in the circle when his fist comes down, you will take heavy damage and be stunned. This is very, very bad. His other move is to root things in an area. It is indicated by a white circle on the ground under the target, as opposed to his green circle of slam. Being rooted doesn't do much for it. There we go, there's his white circle. Being rooted doesn't do much aside from immobilizing.
Fort
It
destroyed.
does not cause damage, but it may make you unable to avoid his slam, as it does last a decent amount of time.
One in the chest.
As well as leaving you vulnerable to the enemy. As a mercenary, the Grave Golem has a lot of health and will do nothing but march forward and attack everything in its path. And its abilities, of course. It has rooted the enemy Rainer there.
Thanks for the pick.
Enemy slain. Mayhem.
It's not common to see people grabbing a Grave Golem unless they're ahead and want to cement their lead, just because it does take quite a long time to kill it compared to various other heroes, or mercenary heroes.
Enemy slain.
That's not to say it's not a good idea to get it, and it will cement a lead you have, but unlike the other mercenary camps, it's not terribly useful to grab it to try and come back from behind, especially since its health will be higher and its damage output greater, making it harder for you to kill it.
Thanks for the pick. Fill 'em full of daylight.
An enemy has been slain.
Let's go capture this vision thingy, because everyone loves vision. This map also has very wussy pirate... Oh, there it goes. Now, that was a sort of more in-depth information tutorial.
Victory.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer.